What's up everybody, once again my name is Matt and welcome back to Let's Play Kid Icarus Uprising. In the last episode we took on Chapter 1, The Return of Palutena. And in this episode, well, before we take on Chapter 2, I want to go over to my gear menu and take a look at that. So, in here we have weapons and powers. Now I'll talk more about powers in a second, but for now, let's take a look at our weapons. Now as you can see, there are a ton of weapon types we haven't unlocked yet, but we did get something called the Angel Bow in the last episode, and this bow, well, it's not very good, but I figured we might as well try it out now since we got it. Powers, on the other hand, is something entirely different. So, powers are basically like special abilities that you can use inside the stage. And right now, the only thing we have equipped is health recovery. We do have a few more powers though, so I'm just going to equip these very quickly. And this sort of works like Tetris. Each power takes up a space on this grid, and you'll have to find ways to optimize your placement so you can use more powers. Some of the powers are pretty cool, like Landmine, which is self-explanatory, but Auto Reticle is probably the most helpful for new players since it will automatically lock you on to the nearest enemy, and you don't have to aim yourself. Idle Transformation will turn enemies with low HP into idols that you can collect, so it's pretty cool, but you do have to remember to actually activate that one if you want to get the bonus effects. Same with all the other powers, like they don't just automatically give you their bonuses, you need to touch them on the touchscreen in order to activate them. Anyways though, enough explaining, let's start Chapter 2, Magnus and the Dark Lord. Here we go guys. Now we could actually up the difficulty, but you know what, I think I'm just going to stick with 2.5 because that's what the game is recommending, so let's move out.
And we're off! Ah! This weather's nasty!
Yes, but your next mission can't wait. You must defeat Dark Lord Gowl.
Dark Lord? Seriously? Hasn't the Dark Lord thing been done to death already?
He's earned it. He's working for Medusa. Her forces are coming from his castle. A human army has gone to fight him, but they don't stand a chance.
So what you're saying is we need a brave hero to face the Dark Lord?
I suppose it is an old story. But don't forget, this is the underworld army we're dealing with. And anybody with the title Dark Lord won't be some low-level minion.
So what are we talking about? Mini-boss? Final boss? Well, whatever. I hope this Dark Lord's hungry for a hot plate of punishment.
Man, you gotta love Pit's attitude. But Dark Lord Gal, yeah, probably not a mini-boss or even a final boss. He's actually a fairly easy boss, so should be a piece of cake for us.
Is this lightning coming from the underworld army?
Where else would it be coming from?
Sorry. I guess that was pretty obvious.
If you don't watch out, we'll be having barbecued angel tonight. And those spicy angel wings sound tasty. I'd best get you out of there.
Plus, chicken is much more economical! Ah, much better.
You still have to watch out for fire from underworld troops. Let's get you headed toward land.
Don't worry, Pit, I would never think about eating you. I mean, angel wings, they really don't even look that good, to be quite frank with you guys, so I think I'll stick to chicken, Pit. I'm with you on that one. Anyways, though, you know, I have to say, this game, for a 3DS game, it looks really good. I mean, just look at that, man. This is on the 3DS.
How in the world would the human army make it across these mountains by foot?
Do I detect a note of smugness in your voice?
No. I'm just really happy I can fly.
Angels shouldn't gloat, Pit.
What I meant to say is that I'm eternally grateful for your help.
Oh man, I'm telling you, like, the dialogue in this game is so clever, it's so good, and Pin and Palutena specifically are just top-notch.
Let's make our way underground. It's not the most cheerful place, is it?
The underworld baddies seem to like it.
I suppose it makes sense they feel at home underground.
It'd be like living in a basement.
Hey, what are you trying to say there, Pit?
Why did we stop?
Oh, I thought you might want to take in the sights and destroy some monsters.
Did I detect like a hint of social commentary in that last section of dialogue? I'm picking up what you're throwing down, game.
Pit, behind you!
Let me at him.
I'll control your flight path so you don't run into anything. Just focus on shooting and dodging.
Got it.
So as you've probably noticed, yeah, the on-rails shooting segments will get longer and longer, but they only last like a total of 5 minutes just due to the fact that afterwards Pit's wings will burn up.
Dark Lord Gal's castle is up ahead.
But what about that wall?
Don't worry, I'll help you over.
the land segments will also get longer as we go later and later into the game, and they'll get like significantly longer than the on-rails shooting segments, so we'll be spending a lot of time on the ground, which isn't necessarily a bad thing since we do have more control.
Yeah! Take that, Wall! Look!
The people will never defeat Gao with the underworld forces in their way.
The humans are taking a beating. They need our help.
Normally I'd agree with you, but
What is it?
do you remember how long the power of flight lasts?
5 minutes?
And remember what happens when it runs out?
My wings burn up?
We don't have time to assist the people. We have to go straight for Gao. I'll take you into the castle. From there, it's up to you to face the Dark Lord. His defeat will force the underworld army into retreat.
Roger! Get ready for a display of raw angel power! So this is the Dark Lord's castle.
Yes, he must have scrambled to build it after Medusa's resurrection. He's using this castle as a stronghold for underworld monsters. Monsters designed to wreak havoc and sow sadness. Are you excited?
Yeah. It's like a birthday party where everyone wants to kill me.
Well, to be fair, Pit, that does sound like a majority of my birthday parties, too.
This must be the Great Hall.
At the top of the stairs, there's a door with switches across from it.
Switches, huh? That probably means I should hit them.
Very perceptive of you, Pit.
Lady Palutena, you're so sarcastic, I love it. Now, I gotta say, really not digging the angel bow. Not exactly my favorite weapon right now. Like, it was fine in the flying segment, but now that we're on ground, I don't know, I just don't like the way that it fires. It's kind of like a weird three-shotty burst style weapon. Not exactly my favorite right now. Like, I'll admit, I'm not familiar with all the weapons in this game or how to optimally use them or fight with them, so yeah, I might be kind of bad at this game, but that's perfectly fine. I'm not like attempting to go for a super, you know, professional playthrough with like impeccable gameplay or anything like that. I really just want to play the game more casually and enjoy myself more than like anything else.
The door's unlocked now. The enemy with the big skull guarding the door is a Ganymed. They'll attack when fired at, but they don't do much at all if you don't shoot them. So I suggest using melee attacks or dash shots to take them down.
That being said, though, I'm still gonna like try to play my best, use all the weapons, and hopefully we don't like die or anything.
I'm sensing treasure somewhere to your left.
How do you know that?
From the heavens, I can see through your laurel crown to divine your surroundings.
Really? That's amazing!
And that's not all I can see, Pit. I can also see what's in your heart.
Oh! That's really something.
So you'd better not be thinking about anything naughty.
What? How did you...
Just kidding. Seriously? Reading hearts through laurel crowns?
I know. I was also kidding.
Sure you were. You're heading to the lower level of the interior garden.
That's honestly one of my favorite sections of dialogue. Like, I love how flustered Pit gets sometimes. It's great.
Look at that!
How did a human make it into the castle?
Well, I didn't expect to see an angel here. Hope this doesn't mean I've kicked the bucket.
I think you should help him.
He's taking on the Underworld Army himself. And surviving. Are you sure this guy's really a human?
Absolutely.
You having a private conversation with yourself, Angel Face?
Oh, right. Sorry about that. I'm Pit, servant of the goddess Palutena. I'm here to defeat Dark Lord Gao.
So, you're here for a slice of the pie, too?
Huh? Pie? Where? No, I mean, I'm here to defend the humans from the brutality of the Underworld Army.
Sure, you're the angel here. But me, I'm in it for the reward money. Since we both want to take down Gao, how about we work together?
I don't know about that.
What have you got to lose? It'll be easier on both of us.
Lady Palutena, what do you think?
He makes a compelling argument.
All right then. Resuming mission Dark Lord Suppression.
I'm Magnus. Pleased to meet you. Don't hit me, and we'll get along just fine.
I'm just gonna say this now, Magnus is one of the coolest characters in this entire game, and I was totally on board with the whole Magnus for Smash thing. Like, it's cool that he got in as an assist trophy, but it would have been amazing if he was playable, like instead of maybe Dark Pit or Palutena.
I'll follow your lead from here. I've got you back.
Like, don't get me wrong, Dark Pit and Palutena are still pretty cool characters, but, I think it's widely accepted that, like, Palutena is literally the worst character in Smash 4, and Magnus would have been so much better, although I get why, Dark Pit and Palutena were both included, because obviously Masahiro Sakurai, the developer of this game, is also the main developer of Smash Bros, so of course he would want to, like, include his own characters in another game that he made.
Magnus sure is strong.
Yes, especially for a human.
You must really want that reward.
He may not be made of the sturdiest moral fiber, but that's fine with me.
I'm surprised you feel that way.
Humans are driven by desire. It's convenient to know what bait they'll chase.
That's kind of cold, but it makes sense. I guess.
Hey, if you're chatting with your precious goddess, give her a message from me. Tell her she's been sleeping on the job. My world is on the edge of collapse.
I take it back. This guy's a jerk.
Okay.
Alright, now I seem to remember there being some sort of secret, like, in this stage. I thought it was around here, but I may have already passed it. Now, like I said in the first episode, I'm not really going to go out of my way to locate all the secrets in this game. Like, if I know where they are ahead of time, or if I see them as I'm going, yeah, sure, I'll show them off. But, if I really don't know where it is, I'm not going to, like, take some extra time and go and explore just so I can find it, because, to be honest, they're really not that important to the game itself. Like, really, the narrative and the story is, like, the main forefront of this game. Everything else is sort of just a bonus on top of that.
Yeah! A treasure box!
That's clearly a trap. Think about it. Who would leave treasure just lying around outside?
I don't know, but I gotta go get it anyways!
What is wrong with you?
If there's a treasure box, I open it. I can't help it.
Okay, we'll see how long you survive with that strategy.
You know, I'm starting to think Magnus is gonna regret coming along with us for the rest of this video, but, yeah, I just wanted to show that off. Like, it clearly is a trap, but if you do go after it anyways, a ton of enemies will spawn and lock you in, so you have to fight our way out. Honestly, I just kinda wanted to show off that little extra bit of dialogue because I thought it was funny enough, and, like, the enemies that spawn aren't that big of a deal anyways, and aw, man, we got poisoned. Haven't really mentioned this before because it's never really come up, but yeah, there are a couple of different, like, status conditions that you can get inflicted with, such as poison, but the big one you want to worry about is fatigue, because if you run for too long, Pit will actually get tired, and that is the most annoying thing to deal with, so be careful about that.
It looks like a long way up.
What? Do your legs not work or something?
Well, as I was just explaining, Magnus, if I run for too long, I get tired, so yeah, it does take me a little long to run up, you know, a spiral staircase here. Come on, man. Have some pity on me, will ya? Because my name is Pit, and that was a terrible pun. I mean, I hope you guys like terrible puns, because this game's dialogue is full of them, so yeah, it's gonna be great.
I think we're closing in on Gao's lair.
I hope you're ready.
Prepare for defeat, Dark Lord Gao!
Or Palutena's little messenger boy. And Magnus, it's always a pleasure.
Sorry I'm late. I had other business to attend to.
Wait, you two know each other?
Alright, here we go. Seems like Magnus may have like a personal score to settle with Dark Lord Gal, so I might hang back a little bit and let Magnus do a majority of the damage.
It's so typical to jump on off your work on someone else.
Hey, in this economy, everyone's looking for work, even part-time work.
That's funny. Business is booming for me. We're even hiring more staff.
Are these the new hires?
I don't know much about the situation, but it seems that Magnus and Gao used to be close friends.
What? Seriously? Dark Lord suppressed!
Nice work, Angel Face.
Man, I kinda killed him too quickly again. Whoops, I gotta stop, like, doing that, honestly.
I'm sorry it had to come to this.
Gao was a human? I didn't know. What have I done?
You can't feel bad. Just think of all the other people you've saved. Besides, she looks like she's still holding on.
Really?
But we need to regroup. The war against Medusa is just starting.
Well, that was a twist. Who knew Dark Lord Gal was a human, and a human woman at that too, like, jeez, man. Anyways, though, that does it for Chapter 2, and you know what? I think that's a good place to end off this video. So, if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But once again, guys, my name is Matt. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.